All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Washington Redskins. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Prescott looks to throw on first. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Prescott from the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Smith. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. Wide 8. Here we go, 46. Wide 8. 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Mason Foster not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Wide 8.
53. Check 53.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 8.
Watch the shit.
Here we go. 46. 46.
Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now it's Crowder. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down, going up top. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Wide 8.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his pass incomplete. Cole Beasley the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go. Wide 8. Here we go. 46.
Right there.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And a 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Crowder now to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 3rd and long, it's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass. And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. On 1st down, Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
On.
To throw again, Smith. Now to the left here to Reed. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing again is Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. On 1st down, it's Smith. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's got room. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 77 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way. Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken in the end zone.
And here come the Redskins now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go, 47, 47. Here we go, line 8. Here we go, 47. 26.
Now the rookie from Alabama, it's Bo Scarborough. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Here we go, line 8. Switch, it's 8.
Now Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
we go. 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So out now come the Redskins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Check. Here we go. Wide 8.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Here we go. Wide 8. 26.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down, Prescott. And this one caught by Beasley. He got 29 yards that time. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Prescott now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 47. 26.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Good. Here we go. Wide 8. Here we go. 46. 46. 26.
Prescott. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Here you go. Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. 46. 46. Here we go. Wide 8. Here we go. 47. 26. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Good. Swing. switch. Hey.
To throw is Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. This one caught by Crowder. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. And out now come the Cowboys. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here you go. 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A first down throw for Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Prescott now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
26.
From the red zone now, Prescott steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun.
Right there.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Bailey able to knock it through. And that lead is back down to 9 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Smith on first down. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. 5 yards on the pickup. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. Smith now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The final shot here before break. Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies and try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a handoff working right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here you go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
47. Under.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. Pushing his way inside the 40. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Smith now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Smith throwing again. Dancing to his left. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Smith. Forced out to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Fighting to stay upright. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on 3rd down. They nearly got him. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got it to Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. First down, Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. back at the 47-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, wide 80.
Second down, Prescott. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Switch and 8.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
And before he left for the broadcasting booth, Jason Witten had the tight end position locked down for the better part of a decade for the Cowboys. Now that he's gone, plenty of competition for his old spot. And one of the guys leading the pack, this guy right here, 4th-round pick Dalton Schultz out of Stanford.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
52. 35. Good list. Orange.
On 1st down, Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. To throw on second down is Smith. Finding some room at midfield. And this one complete to Reed. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He'll check it down to Geis. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st and 10, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Smith throwing again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Smith. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Prescott now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's finish now.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And some room to roam now. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll go on the ground. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Here we go. 4-8. Hey, 47.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. 46. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Throwing now, Smith. steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Geis for the carry on 2nd down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Dancing to his left, and this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now here come the Cowboys. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Washington, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.